Hey everybody, Heuntz here, and welcome to a new Let's Play. A new game has just come out on early access, Offworld. Oh my god, it's produced by Mohawk Games, and we've been watching Dresnick's play, and it is fantastic. If you have ever played a Civilization game, if you ever played a Crusader Kings game, you are going to enjoy this. Or if you like any 4X type games, good lord, this is so great. And right now it's on sale, and as I said, it just released on early access on the Epic Games Store. This is produced by Mohawk Games, and it is a wonderful combination of Civilization, Crusader Kings. We'll dive into it. We'll have a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoy this, because I know I sure will. This is our first time jumping in, so let's get to it. You can choose from quite a few rulers and empires. There's Assyria, Babylonia, Carthage, Egypt, Greece, Persia, and Rome. The old ancient empires. Not all of them, but most popular ones. And this is set in ancient Europe, Asia, well, because we have Babylonia, we have Persia, well, Middle East. It is the ancient world that is told in myths and legends. And that is where the whole premise lies. But the fun part is, you are not an immortal ruler like in Civilization. Instead, you play as a dynasty, aka Crusader Kings, where you do pick a mythological leader or a historical leader. Most of them are historical leaders, I believe. Yes, Ditto, Hatshepsut, Philip, Cyrus. Okay, well, Romulus is more legendary than real life. Romulus and Remus were the twin brothers that suckled on a she-wolf and founded Rome. Likelihood of that being the case is very, very low. Well, it could have been the twins, but in the legend. But there is Philip of Macedon, son of King Amyntas III, founder of the unified Macedonian state. I do believe he is, yes, the father of Alexander the Great, the mythical legendary ruler of Greece. Interesting that they went with Philip, though. And each ruler, you can read the biography. Oh my god, I cannot speak today. And each one comes with different stats. They start with different technologies. They have their own unique military units. And this is still early access, so there's going to be a few things that are not visible. They don't have the models, like Assyria does not have a model for its leader, nor their houses are colored. Saying Babylonia has a ruler, but the unique units aren't shown up, nor are their houses colored. While for Greece, I don't think any of the houses actually have their colors in. Well, Ditto doesn't even have a placeholder for the elephants. While for Greece, they have the models, and we will be playing as Greece. And so each one has its own starting text. So we start with ironworking, stonecutting, drama. Well, if you go with Egypt, they do start with ironworking, but they have divination and labor force unlocked. And so we are just going to dive into this. This is so fun. So you start with one of the mythological leaders, as I said, or historical leaders, and you play as a dynasty. And there are certain families, and we'll look and discuss all this as we play. There's a simple setup and advanced setup like all other versions of Civilization type games. You have many different types of difficulties, from the able to the just, to the good, to the strong, noble, blah, 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 going down. And each one has different startings. So, of course, able is going to be easiest. So, it has most starting resources. There are resources in the game. And, again, all this we will discuss as we get into this. And we'll think of this as both a new player guide, because it's teaching myself, the new player, how to play this. But also, hopefully, I can instruct some things onto you guys as well. There's the just, and a little bit more difficult, but still pretty easy. You start seeing barbarians now playing a major factor in the game. There's the good, and now we start getting discontent in our cities, and the barbarians are getting stronger. And we are going to play on Ooh, the good or the strong? You know, for our first time, let's go with good. That'll be our first time. And then I think afterwards we can play all the other difficulties. And we can play on a medium, normal map. There are different style maps. There's seaside, so you can play with the oceans. There's the northern ocean, so more like England type. There's inland sea, so it's pretty different. We're just going to go with random, though. And again, there's advanced setups. You can also play with maps. I haven't touched this at all. We might do that one time, but you can play like Map of Carthage. We'll see what that's like in a future playthrough. But we're going to do a map script. And it's going to be random. And you can play with seeds, which are going to be numbers. What number should we play as? You know, it's 2020, so let's go with 2020. So if you want to play along, you just type in the seed 2020. Okay, guys, welcome to our world. Oh, this definitely feels like civilization, and it is beautiful. Oh my god. So the first thing we notice, city site. Well, we have our settler, as always. But there is a city site. That is, you don't, unlike civilization where you can randomly place your cities and you try and maximize the usefulness of them. In Old World, you start with city sites, and you can only found your city on these city sites. These urban tiles, ancient civilization, tribal lands, however you want to define it. Oh my god, look at that beautiful spine of the world. Oh, that's really cool. That's really beautiful. Oh, I love the artwork. But you can only settle on these. And they're randomly placed throughout the world. Unless you gotta be rushing your cities, your settlers, to colonize the drastic lands. And you have multiple different tiles. So as you can see, as we settle different locations, our borders will expand to take advantage of certain resources. Like here we have horses, which will give us gold if we harvest, or if we make a plant pasture, we get orders. And we'll talk about orders in a second. Here, there's dyes, so we can get luxury goods, which we know about that in Civilization 6. And it gives us monument tokens, which are actually called culture. And you need culture to level up your cities. And gold as well. Again, we have more horses, yay. There's fish, so we can get some food, and the leaf is growth for your city. We also have a lush terrain, barley out here. Wow, that is a lot of food and a lot of growth. There's woods. Oh my, and hills. Ooh, we'll be talking about these woods and these hills very soon. But there's also a gold mine. That only gives us gold, but also luxury. Oh, so good, so good. And I don't see anything out here that we would kind of want. And thus, our city, we're going to move our settling to something like over here. So we get those horses, the gold mines. We also make sure we get all these other resources too. But you see the little scroll icon? That tells you your orders. So if we move here, it'll take, well, it says 7 orders, but actually it's only, we'll utilize 1 order. And you can see down here, we have 8 orders. So yes, you get all limited on your movement of your units. So we're going to go here, because that's our decision. Used 1 order, and now we can settle our city. But to settle a city, oh, there's extra fish up here too. Nice, we're going to get a lot of growth in our city. You have to choose a family, and you can only choose 3 families. Yes, you have to settle based on family. Like ancient times where there wasn't a centralized leadership, there's city-states, and those city-states are usually run by either families, oligarchies, collection of merchants, dictatorships, but it's really focused on the family, and that is what the game is on. That Crusader Kings, the family. So you can pick your family, or you're selling families, and each one's going to have its own goods or own specialties. So if you went with the Agreed, the Raiders, and there's usually pretty much through all the races or cities or religions or however you want to call them, civilizations, there's going to be the Raiders, the Artisans, the patrons, and the statesmen. It's going to be around the same type. You might have farmers instead, or merchants, but again, it's going to really fall around close to the same, especially the raiders. You're usually going to have a military setup, and for these guys, all cities will have +2 shields, which is actually considered training rate. So training rate lets you upgrade units, promote units, and that'll be good. All cities are always connected, and if you hold V, you can see, well, we don't have a city, but if you hold V down, you can see all the cities are connected, and connected cities get bonus goods. Always, like in Civilization, you want to connect a city. All new mountain units start with Saddleborn, and if you, this is beautiful, this game, the UI is amazing. If you right click, you can hold this down, and anything that's highlighted, it'll show you more things. So a connected city to the capital will give you +2 growth a year is a turn, and -20 maintenance cost. Oh, that's really nice. Hey, what's the capital? You can, well, okay, I guess that's not in the game. Oops. Let's say we go to Raiders, and I'll tell you what the Raiders are usually good with. And you can see mounted, and click that, and it just goes on, and this is beautiful. If we found the capital, all new cities start mounted on the family seat. So again, there's 4 families. The first seat can build horses, camels, and elephants, or can build units that require those. And on the seat's founding, you get a scout. Kind of nice. So if we go, say, escape. Thank you. Go with the Sightbloods, the artisans. We get +2 culture a year. And when a city's culture fills up, positive events occur. City's overall culture level affects what improvements and wonders can be built. Kind of nice. All cities and mines and lumber mills get 20% output. Yes, you have to build mines and lumber mills. Mines will produce iron, which is used to build buildings and units. Lumber, trees. Yes, you have many different strategic resources. Trees will help with building buildings. There's stone, which has come from quarries or mines, if you're lucky or that type of thing. And that'll help with buildings. Wonders, there are wonders in the game. There's research, civics, which it helps with laws or religion. And we'll look at all that later. There's, of course, money and food, which is growth, and luxuries, the diamond. All new siege and ship units start with ingenuity, which gets extra strength, and -1 years to build urban improvements on the family seat. And on sea founding, we gain a worker. Workers let you build resources, or harvest resources, or build improvements. There's a Suliads, which is a very, very historically Greek city that after the fall of Alexander the Great and the fall of the Macedonian Empire, the Greek Empire, the Seleucids ran Anatolia. They were one of the 4 founding or 4 breakaway Hellenic civilizations. There's the Egyptians, the Capoids, Copids. I'm most likely mispronouncing all that, so I do apologize. If you can correct me, do that in the comments down below. Help your fellow Fox Den viewers. But if we take these guys, all cities get +2 civics, the gavel, a turn, or a year. Every specialist, and we'll get into that, get extra culture. All cities get a +10 orders per culture event. And we can hurry up city production with money and +1 culture. And then the Achaemenids get you extra orders per year in all their cities. We get extra culture per civic per family opinion. We can unlock the treasury, which gives you extra gold a year. Kind of nice, but it does cost stone. Can't be worried about that. And we can get decrees. Interesting. And we get extra culture. Well, on our founding city, we're on the coast. We have a gold mine. We have a lot of hills. You know what's really beautiful? Look at this terrain. Look at this terrain. Those are seashells. Interesting. I believe that is... I'm not the best at that type of things, but I think that is correct. These mountains. So beautiful. We have like a little valley that's running around here. Oh, that's so cute. And with this food, of course, so much food. Oh my. Oh my. I am very much liking this. I think this is a hill. No, it's flat. Looks like a hill because of the mountain. Oh, so beautiful. But we do have a lot of hills, which means most likely a lot of mines. Because you know from civilization you build mines on hills. So we're going to go with the founding capital, the artisans. And I have the tutorial open. Let's see if we can turn off the tutorial. Options. Camera speed. Gameplay. War. Disable tutorial. So if we want the tutorial, we'll go over that. But we have our first city, Athens. And we have 2 workers to begin with, so we can start improvements very early. When you click the worker, it'll tell you, hey, recommend you can build a quarry here and get some stone. Or you can build a farm here and get food. Or you can build a mine. It tells you like recommendations, or you can go fishing for food. Well, with early to begin with, I think we'd definitely go to this farm. Which if we looked, barley farm gives us 14 food and 1 growth. Go to this worker. And if we build a farm, it'll give us extra 5 food. Because of the barley, it'll give us 5 food and 1 growth. And it's lush, so it's extra 40 food as well. That is where the 14 food is coming from. So if we build a farm, it gives 14 food and 1 growth. But say if we... we can also build an amphitheater here. Ooh. Gives this culture a turn. Kind of nice. But we're going to go here for the 14 food. Yeah, but it says right here, 1 growth, 14 food. The UI, I think we are on the biggest possible, so I do apologize. Oh, no. Yeah, it's the biggest possible, so I do apologize. I wish I could make it even bigger. But it'll take 20 wood, so we need wood to grow here. But again, if you hover, it'll tell you exactly. So from the barley, getting 1 growth. We're getting 5 food from building a farm in general. We're going to get 5 barley. Well, 5 food because of the barley. And 40% extra because it's lush terrain. So 14 food from this 1 tile. Oh, and we're already costing 2 food a turn because we have 4 units. So we kind of want to get that farm up. So there we go. We have 3 more orders this turn. So what I'm going to do with this worker is nothing. I'm not going to do anything. Because I do and will want to. Ooh, okay. So I need orders. And I have some scouts. And I kind of want to use those scouts to scout out this terrain. Ooh, look at that. Because we found it here, we can see all that's out here. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Actually, I'm curious. The pasture. Adjacent farms get 20% extra food. Ooh. But let's get our scout out here. It's going to take... Oh, I didn't... Yeah. It's going to take us 1 order just to move. I like how it's going to go in the water. And 2 orders to get all the way down to the river. But let's go to the citrus grove. That's a lot of food. With the orders to open up the fog of war. We'll move 1 more. To see here. Oh, see, that's at 8 food. Because we found terrain, there's a chance you're going to get the goods. You're going to get some type. So this is going to give us a lot of food. So that's why I got some food. this glowy thing is a ruin. So, like Goody Huts in Civilization, it'll give you something really nice. Now, we used up all of our turns, and we can't do anything else. If we go to Athens, as you can see, it's already building a settler. That's the one nice thing. It's going to automatically begin building US settler when you found a city. Very sexy, because you really want to get a tip your first 3 cities up so you get your families. You can only have 3 families, so you want to get all 3 up as quickly as possible. Thus, you will be able to get all those bonuses as soon as possible. Oh, how far have we gone into recording? Oh, let's keep going. Let's keep going as this is the introductory episode. Let's get to it. Alright, as you can see up here, you have a family. Well, let's go to condition. Let's go through this entire upper screen. Condition, victory conditions. You have ambitions. When you get all 10 ambitions, there's 10 slots here, you win the game. Or you can win by score. So get up to 27 and you win. Or that's when the game will end. For here, we have to reach 27. Because we already have 1 victory condition from the city. Oh my. These are laws. So this is civilization. Oh my, hey, there's Alexander. Look at that face. That sexy, sexy bearded face. Doesn't tell you when we were born, but we founded the city. Inheritance. Alexander's our current inheritor, the prince. But yeah, so this is about Crusader kings here with the family and the dynasty. So we have our commander. King Philip is a commander, and it takes... You can make generals. So we can add a general if we wanted to, but he has to be level up. So this is promotions. So it takes orders, again, to do everything. Luckily, we're going to have 13 orders next turn. But you can see our families. We have our queen consort, who is named Olympias. I apologize, guys. And she's our wife. She's a schemer. So that's her trait. So everyone has a trait. Alexander has a hero trait. So 50 training whenever he kills somebody. Ooh, we definitely want to make him a general as soon as possible. He's only age 13. Interesting. He looks a lot older than a 13-year-old. So you can all... we could advocate if we want to. We're not going to advocate, though. And here's our leader. If you hover over him, you can see what he has. He has courage 4 and discipline 2. And tells you what discipline 2 gives you. As a leader, it's 16 gold. Yay. As a consort, it's 8 gold. As a successor, 8 gold global. As a chancellor, he gets 10 gold. Yeah. As you can see, it's pretty nice, these stats. Our queen consort, though, courage is -2. So we get -2 training because of her. Luckily, our ruler and Alexander has a lot of courage. That makes it up. But she, as a consort, gives us 5 science a turn. Because she's a schemer. Very nice. And you can change your laws. Change who's the inheritor, what type, with all the civics. Different laws will unlock throughout the time with different texts. So you can have like slavery or freedom. It's kind of nice. There is state religions that cost civics. And it has a requirement to get that. There is the log. So what? Everything that has happened. So it'll tell you you can have wording or, well, just pictures. Kind of nice, right? And tells you legitimacy. Here's science and text. These are the texts that has the green circle around it, what we have already unlocked. If it doesn't have that, but say the question mark, it's available. And it goes into a pool like Stellaris, if you played Stellaris, of cards that you pick at a time. And it has a line, green, telling you, you might be able to unlock this if you have a requirement. It's kind of cool. I kind of like that. And if you see the unlocks, slavery and freedom. for the labor force. But if we go husbandry and we get that, we can do pastures, but also gives you a food boost card that's in the text screen. Kinda nice. Tells you all of our cities. So what the families are, the population of 1. A different version of the map with all the luxury resources, the help screen, and you can replay all the last actions of last year. So if you're doing multiplayer, kinda nice. Let's get out of that. And we already went over the money screens, all the resources. So we can see our spouse, our heir. We have the ambassador locked, but you can get ambassadors, chancellors, spy masters. These are all of our characters that we have. There's their families and their opinions of us. All the different empires, where our cities are currently building, and all of our units. It's kind of beautiful. Shows here we founded Athens. Yay! Also, we can choose a research. So, do we want trapping? Do we want divination, which can let us build shrines? Do we want administration, which has a treasury, or the granary? This tells you, hey, you might want to go administration. But we do have camps around us. I think. No, that's a pasture. Not a camp, that's a pasture. So this unlocks the camp, not a pasture. Wow. And Slinger, that's a military unit. You know what? I think I am actually going to go to administration for the granary, which is extra. Farms give you 50% extra food. So say we cut these trees and build a granary, we'll get an extra 5 food from this tile improvement. Oh my. And do another farm here. Here and here. That is a lot of growth coming from this tile, from this area. I kind of like that. We do lose a lot of these trees. But hey, I think that's a sacrifice we can make. I mean, there's hill and trees here. There's trees down here. We can get some wood that way. So I think a lot of food in Athens at this area, kind of nice. And if we click citizens, we can't do anything just yet. Or nor have a governor. To have a governor, you need a garrison, a stronghold, or a citadel. We don't have that. You can see our growth is going to the settlers. How much culture? We're getting 6 culture a turn. Kind of nice. And discontent. Not filled up just yet. And you can build with growth, a settler, a worker, and we get 12 growth a turn in Athens. And quickly build up different units. Training lets us build warriors and civic points. We have 8. Let's do like a festival, Olympiad. On completion, we get 20 and adds Olympiad to the city, which will give us extra training per year. Or the council, which will give us extra civics and money. And it's repeatable. So kind of nice. Alright, let's do... Oh, I thought I did administration. And here you can see all your idle units. And there is an undo button. Oh my god, there's an undo. So you make a mistake, you can undo it. So if I didn't want to choose that research, but I wanted, say, trapping instead. But no. I do want administration. So we'll get that. And you know, we'll end the year. And now we're in year 2, you guys. Oh my. So Alexander, he isn't an adult yet. He's still a child. So he's getting his education. Well, he's the hero. So what kind of education do we want? And I think with him, we are definitely going to tactics. He's going to be one of our generals. So he's become a tactic. Now let's take our scout and go check out this ruin, which does an event. There's events in this game. Oh my god, it's amazing. Our hungry lore keepers. Our explorers find a family of starving lore keepers encamped in the ruins, surviving on scraps, pleading for help. They offer to share their mastery of oratory in exchange for food. Will you agree to help them? Will we help them? We feed them. We lose 100 food, but we get... Let's right click. we get the rhetoric tech. We get a free technology. So let's have the form 1. Extra civics. We get epics, a law. And we can do epic. We get some laws. Epic laws. Oh, exploration law. Interesting. So that's with, oh, the rhetoric opens up the epics exploration. We go to laws. Let's see, epics or exploration. So we can pick one of these. Kind of nice. Or we cannot waste our food, and King Philip gets discipline, so he gets extra gold a turn. So do I want extra gold? And discipline also, general discipline increase the unit's XP each year. Or do we want a free tech for 100 food? You know what? Let's get that free tech. And we can still explore. So I will to Cloud Bust. Oh, we found barbarians. Yes, there are barbarians in this game. So let's go here. And there's another city right down here, which has access to salt. Interesting. And those barbarians. And now each unit can move, see these pips, a certain amount of times. And again, it does count orders to move. Interesting. So I definitely want to get the scout moving as much as possible. Oh. Now, you can always move more, but it will cost training. And again, extra orders to move. We're not going to do that. We have our military unit here that already has experience. He has 10 experience. I think he gets experience a turn thanks to our guy. To add a general, he does need to get promoted. So let's promote. We could get bloodthirsty. So versus damage units plus 10% extra damage. And so kind of nice. You can get shield bearer, which extra damage versus ranged. Garrison, so fighting from urban tiles, extra 25% damage. Or guard, which means we get plus 10% extra defense. Well, let's see. We're going to be fighting in terrain against this urban terrain, these city tiles. So I think we are going to take the garrison. So he's leveled up, and then next turn we can have Philip lead as he goes and fights that barbarian. There's also a city site down here. So I'm going to take the scout after he pops this over here to take that city site. Now we have our last worker. So what are we going to do? Well, let's see. We definitely do need iron. If we go here, this will just give us culture and gold and money. That is kind of nice. And money's always good. I mean, money will let you buy resources. You can buy and sell resources too. So I think with the food, we will go with the culture and the mine money here. And build a mine. There we go. For that gold. That gold, it will be sweet because we can buy resources if we really, really need to. Alright, so we have everyone moved, utilized. Athens is 3 turns until it can build its settler. And you know what? That's our second turn. And we're going to end that here today, guys. I hope you're enjoying. Oh my god, this is so fun. This is beautiful. This is amazing. I'm enjoying this, and I hope you guys are as well. So many hills here. It's gonna be I think this is gonna be a nice city. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. I hope you again enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to hit that like and that subscribe. If you want to see definitely more, and you want to know what's going on, hit that subscribe so you can see when we go live. This episode is at 10 o'clock this Wednesday. Don't miss it because we're going to have a secondary episode at 2 o'clock today. So this will continue. And Friday at 10 and 2, we're going to have 2 more episodes. And we'll see how you guys are enjoying what we'll do in the future on next week. So, again, don't forget to hit that like, guys. I hope you enjoyed. This is Old World. It is in early access on the Epic Store. This is amazing. This is fun. Until next time, later, alligators. Peace.